I do a ketogenic diet, which I think most people know generally what that is. But just to be clear, it is a very low carbohydrate, high fat diet. You really have to keep protein in moderation. You don't go above 30% on any given day typically. Otherwise, you get into gluconeogenesis, where you're producing blood sugar from the protein. So some people just think keto is the same as low carb. It's not. It's very low carb plus high fat. So it's different. So low carb is different. And I found that like low carb, low fat, like the bodybuilder type diet, is a recipe for disaster on energy. You're not really optimized at using glucose. You're not really optimized at using fat for fuel. So it's just in this neither world where you're hangry all the time, and it just sucks. And that's why most bodybuilders are just pissed off. So I'll get off my my soapbox on that one. But yes, I do targeted and cyclical ketogenic dieting at this point. Targeted means I might have carbohydrates around a performance. I don't do it around my workouts anymore. I don't mind if I'm slightly lower performing in a workout, because I like that level of adaptation, like where you train low, perform high kind of thing. So I like that. But when I have I play competitive sand volleyball, when I do that, I have a small amount of carbohydrate. And I'm just talking about, in studies, they've shown like about 20 grams is enough. So that's not a whole lot. That would be like less than half a can of Coke or Gatorade or something like that. So it's not very much carbs. And there's actually some studies, interestingly, with carbohydrate swishing, where you could take Gatorade and rinse and spit it out. And they still had performance gains.
Wow, I haven't heard of that.
So it's really interesting. Yeah, it's one of those psychosomatic things where you taste the sweet, you taste the saltiness, and your body makes some interesting physiologic changes. And then I do targeted, then I do cyclical as well, where like 2 meals a week, I have whatever I want, like usually on like a Saturday, or, if I'm going to go out with friends for a meal, I just have whatever I want. And then I'm back on track. And sometimes I might follow up that meal where I had whatever I want and it's usually 2 meals in a row. Like maybe it's a lunch and dinner, or dinner and breakfast, or something. Again, like I love kind of adding it to a social event or something to look forward to. Then I might follow that up with some fasting. So you mentioned fasting. I do intermittent fasting, time restricted feeding, where I have like a window typically of like a 16 and 8, where 16 hours not eating, 8-hour window eating. I like to do that in an optimal way with my circadian rhythm, according to Dr. Satchin Panda's data. So during the daylight window is when I'm doing my eating, as that would make sense in terms of evolution, that you would not be eating 4 hours after it's turned pitch black outside. It just doesn't make sense. So yes, so I'm very cognizant of circadian rhythm. It's something that I put a lot of time and energy looking at, things like blue light blocking glasses in the evening. But on the flip side of that, like to get me alert, sometimes I will use a blue light device in the morning, or a cold shower, things like that, to get my body going.